Day 24, TransAmerica Pyramid. All right, so when you're looking across the San Francisco skyline, there is that red structure. There is the flat top that looks like a giant you know what. There is the bridge, the red one, the commuter one that is the more San Francisco Bay Bridge. And then there's the building that's shaped like a pyramid, like a peak. Um, yeah, I'll leave it at that. There are tons more uh parts of the San Francisco skyline, but we'll just leave it at what I just said. So obviously we're here to talk about the peak, the TransAmerica Pyramid, which for many years was the tallest building in San Francisco. I never felt that that was a very tall building. I felt that was always a record waiting to be broken. It is currently the third tallest building in San Francisco, TransAmerica Pyramid. I'll definitely make videos about the other two. But the TransAmerica Pyramid is in the financial district, technically. And it is I love that building. It's one of the most quintessential parts of the skyline, along with those other features I described and a couple that I did not. But it's believe it or not, that's actually right there, the Transamerica Pyramid. That's where a ship that was known as the Niantic Hotel was actually found. So let me back up a little bit because I know it's a little bit confusing, but what if I told you that in that part of San Francisco, downtown financial district, it's actually very common to find buried ships. There's something like over 70 buried ships. I know it sounds a little bit confusing. It comes from the gold rush. It comes from the way San Francisco was designed, which is a little bit crazy to put it in a nutshell. But long story short, right there, when they broke ground for the Transamerica Pyramid, there was a huge ship known as the Niantic, which they figured out was actually, because of what they found on the ship, was actually a hotel. You want to learn more about that? I direct you to the Maritime Museum down at Fisherman's Wharf, right behind Ghirardelli Square. Anyway, so they built the Transamerica Pyramid on the former site of the Niantic Hotel, and it's actually one of the safest buildings in the financial district because of the way the foundation is designed. So it has what's known as a base isolation system. So it basically took 3 days of nonstop pouring of concrete to fill in the foundation for the Transamerica Pyramid. So there are cylinders in the foundation of that building, and the idea is that these cylinders will absorb all the shock in the event of the next earthquake, leaving the building intact. So I believe during the 1989 earthquake, the foundation at City Hall was updated to have this same base isolation system. Because when you live in a place that's prone to earthquakes, gotta have stronger foundations. If I'm not mistaken, the dome to City Hall like shifted 4 to 8 inches. It's not supposed to do that. Anyway, I'm barely scratching the surface of all the amazingness that is the Transamerica Pyramid. It is 100% worth a place that it's worth checking out. It just actually opened the park, and they have a fitness center, coffee bar. Like it's just reopened into this whole new attraction, and it was closed for a really long part of my life. So definitely go and check it out. The park behind it is absolutely incredible. It is one of 50, and I'll definitely do a video on these, privately owned, POPO for short, privately owned open spaces. I know I'm getting that acronym wrong, but essentially what it is that if your building is a certain number of feet, you have to donate some form of public good, proportional to the budget. So I think New York has like public art. So in San Francisco, there's over 50 of these POPOs, which are privately owned open spaces. I'm pretty sure that's what the acronym is for. And again, the little park, Transamerica Redwood Park, is the POPO affiliated with the Transamerica Pyramid. Again, there's over 50 of them. But that's just a little bit, just barely scratching the surface of the really, really amazing, incredible building that is the Transamerica Pyramid, located on Montgomery Street, Montgomery, in the financial district.